That's right. We coming back to the old intro. That was a 17-second intro. Damn. Why you so dramatic? I don't know. As you see, it's not 4:30. 4:30 a.m. cardio didn't happen. That's because 6 a.m. cardio happened. I had to switch it up, man. I had to give myself a new look. I've been doing AM cardio at 4:30 for so long. I was like, I gotta give myself something new to look at. The only reason I even do it at 4:30 is because like it's quiet. The birds aren't awake. Nobody else is awake. It's quiet. It's peaceful. But I sat and I thought, man, but it's been kind of hot out lately. I like running in the sun. I like being outside when the sun is out. So let me go outside in a time where like the sun is out, but it's not like out. It's not like pow in your face and shit. You know what I'm saying? So give me a little 6 a.m. cardio. A little bit of rain, but that don't stop us. You know the deal. You can see us working. I'm losing weight. So you can see us working. I'm losing weight. I look like goddamn bantamweight Jose Aldo. Look like goddamn 135-pound Jose Aldo. But yeah, man. 6 o'clock a.m. cardio, switched it up. Kind of one of the things I kind of want to talk about this morning is just fitness, because I get people sending me messages and texts and emails and stuff, and probably the number one thing that I hear is, well, you can't really know that much about fitness because you're not big. And I never really whenever I read a message like that, I kind of just crack a little cheeky smile, because I sit back and I think, and I'm like, being big and being fit are two completely different things. And the problem with that is, people think fitness is, they go on YouTube, people think fitness is bodybuilding. People think bodybuilding is fitness. Bodybuilding is bodybuilding, fitness is fit. They're two different things. So somebody becomes interested in fitness and they go on YouTube and they start searching and categorizing and whatever. And have you ever heard the saying, everybody eats with their eyes first? So if you made like a dinner, and if it visually was pleasing, you'd look more forward to eating it. But if somebody just took some slop and threw it on your plate, you'd be like, I don't want to eat that. Excuse me. You know, it doesn't look visually pleasing. So you go on YouTube and you start watching all these guys who are visually pleasing. You start, you look at these guys and they're very aesthetically sound. So you start watching these videos and you come to find out that these guys are selling you this stuff. They're, oh, well, you take this supplements, you do this, you work out like this, you do all that, blah, 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 this and that. So now you've set this unreasonable expectation on yourself because you got on YouTube and you started watching this guy who you think is fit, but he's just big, he's a bodybuilder. And listen, I'm not hating, you do what you do. You do what you do. All I'm saying is, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm into fitness. I'm into health and wellness, not bodybuilding. So you're looking at this guy and you're taking advice from this guy that you're never going to look like, because he's been working out 20 years and the whole time he's been shoving needles in his ass. He's on HGH, Turinabol, EPO, Synthol, all this shit that he's on. But you've started taking advice from this individual because they look visually pleasing, because they quote unquote look the part. But what you've got to understand is that these dudes, these guys they're not healthy. These guys are not fit. You can't look at somebody just because they're big and say, oh, he's healthy, oh, he's fit. In some sort of the sense, yes, it is healthy. Bodybuilding, a lot of bodybuilders, you see, they're very veiny, which is very good because if you ever have to go to the doctor, they don't have to struggle to find your veins in case you have to have an IV or blood drawn or anything like that. That is a healthy aspect. But overall, these people are not very healthy. They're carrying around all this weight. They struggle to breathe, and that's why a lot of bodybuilders, you'll notice a lot of I don't even think I could do it. A lot of I can't do the example. A lot of them sound very nasally when they speak, and that's because of all the strain on their nasal cavities from all the weight, all the strain on their neck, all the strain on their cardiovascular system, because they're carrying around so much weight that it's unhealthy. It gets to a point where it's unhealthy. You're talking about guys who walk down the street and gas out. They're tired. They can't breathe. They're exhausted. So I just always think it's funny when I get comments like that and I get messages and stuff. Oh, you're not big, so you don't know about this. The goal is not to be big. If I wanted to be big, I'd go to my doctor and I get prescribed these steroids and this shit, and listen, it's a lot cheaper than the supplements you buy at the store, and they work a hell of a lot better if that's what you're trying to accomplish. But if you're into fitness, if you're into health and wellness, you just exercise regularly and you'd eat right. Bodybuilding and health and wellness and fitness, they're two completely different things. And as for that, I just want to say, because I know I've kind of been slacking on a little bit, but most important, let's make sure we staying focused. All right? Let's make sure we're staying focused, because we got all these distractions. We got all this shit going on, and it's literally it ain't nothing but to distract us. It's literally nothing but them trying to keep us from staying focused. You got all this stuff on social media. Oh, Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. Who. It ain't nothing but distractions. That's all it is. And the only reason I'm speaking on this because I caught myself. I had to step back for a second. I had to step back because I was on here I'm reading all this stuff and I'm playing into it and all this. Listen. You want the whole? As long as we have a government. And guess what? Black lives don't matter. None of our lives matter. If we want to sit here and be honest, as long as we got a government, none of our lives matter. We can't expect nothing to change unless they change the history books. Excuse me once again. Coronavirus. Shit is getting real. But we can't expect nothing to change unless we change his story books. His story books. So nothing ain't gonna change until they come in there and tell our kids the truth. Christopher Columbus coming over here killing everybody and all this. Nothing's gonna change until that happens. So you doing all these protests. Y'all sitting up here doing all these protests. Black Lives Matter that's funded by George Soros. Listen, George Soros is a fucking demon. George Soros is not one of us. George Soros is not a fucking human. George Soros is a fucking demon. Do your research. Google it. Do your research on George Soros, and you'll find out about his ass. That man is not our fucking friend. By any means. He is not our friend. Man, let's just make sure we're staying focused, y'all. Because it's a lot of shit going. And listen, and I get it. Us conspiracy theorists, us empaths, dog, we feel everything. I get, and it sucks. They infected me with the coronavirus this morning on my run. Coronavirus. Oh, they got my ass. They trying to take me out. I'm telling y'all too much. They trying to take me out. Trying to take me out, y'all. It's gonna take a lot more than that to take me out, bitch. Whole ass in the middle of my thought. I just forgot what I was even talking about. But maybe I could backtrack. Let's just make sure we staying focused on the things like that matter, the things that are important, like our energy. That's a very important thing. That's what I wanted to talk about. Especially us empaths. Because listen, we feel everything. We feel everything. We're very intense people. So when we're happy, when we feel happiness around, we're exuberant. We through the roof. But when we're around sadness and all this stuff, we feel that shit so deep. We feel every bit of that shit. Being an empath is a blessing but a curse. So we got to make sure we taking care of our energy. And if you've been feeling like you can't just, like, you're not happy, you can't be positive lately, you can't like think good things or anything, you getting your energy straight stolen from you. And it's because you paying too much attention to all this nonsense, to all this bullshit, all this negativity. You paying too much attention to it, and it's literally stealing your energy. So we gotta make sure we in tune. We gotta make sure. I know that's gross. I'm over here brushing my goatee on camera and stuff, but whatever. It's my shit. I'll do what I want. But man, man, let's just make sure we getting right and we staying right. Let's focus on our goals. Let's focus on our energy, especially. Let's just focus on being positive. Focus on your energy. Meditate. Exercise regularly. Make an effort to think healthy things. Think healthy thoughts. Do things that promote good health. Eat healthy foods. Live a life of fulfillment. Stop getting sucked in. And it is hard. It's really hard. Especially if you're somebody who works from home, or if you spend a lot of time on social media, you got to take a break, man. You got to take a break from social media. Some of y'all are more concerned with your social media identity than you are with your real life identity. Some of y'all are more concerned with your soul than who you are on social media rather than who you are in reality, in real life, or in this matrix. Take away social media and some of y'all ain't got shit. You don't have anything. You have nothing. Focus on your energy, man. Focus on protecting your energy. Stop living in fear. Fear is not real. It's bullshit. They want you to be afraid so they can control you. The minute you're not afraid, that's the same minute they can't control you. Stop being afraid. Because the reality is you ain't got shit to fear. You ain't got nothing to be afraid of. You should just be kicked back, cooling, chilling. You should be enjoying your life. You should be enjoying yourself. You should be loving every minute of your life. The highs, the lows, the ups and downs, the peaks, the valleys. You should be loving every minute of it. Fully engaged in the moment. In today. Yesterday already happened, so we can't do anything about it. And the only thing we can do about the future, well, we can't do nothing about the future until we get there, because today is all we got. So today, make sure we're positive. Make sure we're happy. Make sure we're reaching our goals. Make sure we're focused on our energy. Make sure we're taking care of our business. Make sure we're taking care of ourselves. Man, on that note, I'm out of here, y'all, because, yeah, I'm out of here. I love y'all, though, man. I'll see y'all later.